Hi, I'm Wendi Friesen. This is a hypnosis session that is to help you quit an addiction. You can use it for a drug addiction or alcohol addiction or almost any addiction that you're struggling with. When you listen to this, you want to make sure that you won't be disturbed and don't use it while you're driving, of course. And let yourself be fully in the experience. So close your eyes, take deep breaths, make sure your body is very comfortable and relaxed. And at the end of it, you can either go to sleep or you'll hear my voice asking you to bring your energy back to the room and back to your body. So enjoy the session and get the most out of it and be free from your addiction, feeling great and living a life that you love. Enjoy this. Welcome. Let your body relax. Let your mind begin to relax. And notice that the music is going to float in and out of your awareness, allowing you to feel completely open and ready to experience something new, to teach your mind how to have the freedom of thought, the freedom to be healthy, to enjoy the things that you know that you enjoy. So now let your eyes close and take a moment to notice where you are in this time, in this space. Notice if there's any tension or tightness in your body, and begin to release that tension. Let the music melt any tightness. Let the music melt your thoughts so that you focus on the sound of my voice. Deeper and deeper relaxed. Begin to notice that with every breath that you breathe, you exhale and release tension, releasing the tightness. And in its place, you notice a wonderful warm sensation. So begin now at the top of your head. Exhale and feel your head and your neck, your jaw, and all the muscles in your face letting go. Take another breath and let go. Good. Now on the next breath, you're going to focus on your neck and your shoulders and your arms. Ready? Take that breath in. As you exhale, feel the melting warmth coming in. The soothing sensation of your muscles becoming loose and limp, your neck, your shoulders, and your arms. Feel it and continue to breathe. And exhale, let your neck, your shoulders, and your arms become heavy, loose, and limp. Good. Now, another deep breath. And on this breath, you're going to notice that your chest and your spine, your back and your abdomen are going to release tightness and begin to melt. You're going to bring in that soothing, warm feeling. Ready? Breathe in. And exhale and let that soothing warmth come into your back, all the way down your spine, all around your abdomen. Your chest relaxing. You can feel the muscles bringing in that warmth, that soothing feeling of letting go. Good. Now, on the next breath, your hips and your thighs, your calves and your feet. Ready? Breathe in. As you let it out, release the tension or the tightness and feel that warmth. Your muscles becoming loose, limp, and heavy. Your hips, your thighs, your calves, your ankles, and your feet. Heavy, loose, and limp. Take another breath and feel it again. Now, as you're relaxing, you know that there are some things that you'd like to change. Some things that you would like to have freedom about. A bad habit, perhaps something that you feel is an addiction. Maybe there's something you've been doing repeatedly that you feel like you have no power over, that you feel helpless to stop. So that is one way to feel, and you know how to do it that way. So just notice for a moment what that first behavior is that comes to mind, the thing that you've been struggling with. And imagine for a moment that it's possible for you to be powerful over this behavior. That you actually could neutralize the effect that it has on you. So there is no struggle, there's no conflict. It's just easy. So notice what it is that you feel that you're addicted to. And then put your mind into a place where there is all just velvety darkness and two doors in front of you. Now you might notice that these two doors are the same or different. There's one on the left and one on the right. The door on the left is your experience of yourself feeling weak, helpless, or powerless about the behavior or the addiction. Just notice that door for a moment. Go stand there right in front of it. Notice how you feel as you're standing there at that door. You are aware right now that if you were to step through that door, you would experience yourself as weak or helpless or powerless when faced with that addictive behavior, perhaps alcohol or drugs or smoking, or even something like biting your nails or being angry at other people. There are many behaviors that you can become accustomed to, that you can build a habit for, and even feel that you're addicted to. So that door on the left, if you were to go through it, don't go through it, but if you were, you would experience yourself as helpless to change the addictive behavior. Just observe and notice how you feel. Now, float back just a little ways so you can see both doors. And notice the door on the right. Go right up to the door on the right. Stand in front of it right there. If you were to go through this door, your experience of yourself would be as a person who is in control, who knows that if something doesn't bother you, it just doesn't bother you. That you know that you are the one who has power, who is in control, who makes a simple choice not to do the old behavior, the thing that used to have a hold on you. If you were to go through this door, you would experience yourself as having the freedom to think what you want to think, to behave in the way you want to behave, to to feel powerful, no matter what's around you. If you were to go through this door, you'd find that perhaps alcohol doesn't matter to you. Those drugs have no pull, no effect, or some of the habits that you have in life just seem to have no feeling about them, simply neutralized. And wouldn't that feel easy? I think it would. So now I want you to move back a little bit from the doors again, so that you're looking at both of them equally. Move over to the door on the left. When I count to 3, you're going to open the door and just step in, just a few steps. 1, 2, 3. Now, step through the door. Just take a few steps. Notice how you feel. Notice what you think about yourself. Notice physical sensations, perhaps sensations that are about the conflict or the emotional struggle, or the ways that you wish constantly that you could change the behavior, that you could just get rid of the addiction. Notice how it affects you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. In this state of awareness, you're letting your mind learn how much power this struggle has taken from you, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Feel it right now. You may notice the way that this has interfered with your relationships, your hope for the future, your willingness to let yourself succeed. Notice the many ways that this may be affecting you. Without judgment or analysis, simply be aware, let your mind learn how deep the effect is. Now, come back through the door, back over here. Close that door and just move back a little ways so you can see both doors again. Now go over to the door on the right. And when I count to 3, you're going to step through that door, and when you step through that door, you're going to experience yourself as being in control, having the power to choose how you think, to choose how you behave, to know what is right for you with ease. 1, 2, 3. Step through that door. Good. And as you step just a few steps to that door, notice how you feel. In this moment, you have released an old behavior, something that you felt was an addiction, something that you felt had power over you. You now feel a sense of ease, that you can think what you want to think. You can feel the way you want to feel. You make an easy choice. It is so easy. So notice the thing that used to have a pull on you no longer affects you. When you are in this place, the thing that used to have an effect is simply nothing to you. Right now, you may be noticing something that used to associate your mind to that behavior or that substance. And when you notice it, it just melts away with ease. Has no effect. So you feel this ease, and it begins to feel comfortable, like a warm, soft blanket. It feels good and it feels right. You are in control. You get to decide what you put in your body. You get to decide how you react emotionally or mentally. So notice right now the way that your mind chooses to show you what it's like to have ease. If there's something that comes up that used to be an old trigger for this addiction, there's something your mind does instantly right now to show you how easy it is to let it be nothing. And right now your mind may be showing you in many different ways how you are easily in control around those things that used to be a problem. And each time you realize that you let go with ease, you feel a kind of a smile, a lightness. You feel a joy that is in your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, and your spiritual body. Now I want you to go a little bit into the future. Find a path or a road and walk into the future with this kind of ease. Take a few steps right now. You can go into the future just a few days or perhaps a few weeks and notice that you bring with you the ease. You remember back when you stepped through that door and life changed. You began to feel easy, natural, in control. You remember how easy it was to let go of the thing you thought you were addicted to. Now you know that it was no addiction, it was a choice. In this future moment, notice what it feels like to have power. Notice what it feels like to know that you can change easily. Notice what your physical state is, how your body feels, the posture, the expression, the physical sensations of strength, feeling centered, balanced. Notice what the feelings are emotionally, how it brings you joy, makes you happy. Your emotions are more dependable and useful. You feel positive about your future and about the present. Notice what it does mentally, that your mind is clear, you have the freedom of thought. You can think about the things that you love to think about. While that thing from long ago no longer bothers you, it's not even a thing anymore. Now your mental energy is able to be used to create the life that you want, to design the experience that you really want to have now, today. Notice how you think. Now, notice spiritually or energetically what this does for you. How you feel with your sense of purpose, with the faith that you have in yourself, with your connection with others. Notice what it means and how it feels. Good. So now, there's something that your mind can learn that's going to help you many times throughout the day. So now I'd like you to imagine that in front of you there's another door. Perhaps it's a door to a house, a door to a bedroom. Perhaps it's a doorway without a door, just an entryway. Just before you go through it or in it, I want you to let your mind remember how powerful it is to go through a door, a passageway, to be able to enter a state of mind, a state of being where you have the freedom of thought. And as you stand before this doorway, just wonder, what would happen if every time you went through a doorway, your mind connected with this state of freedom of thought, freedom to let go of the old addictive behavior and take ease in every moment. So step through this doorway and let your mind learn. Your body feels that sense of ease. It's your choice. You feel powerful. It feels so good to leave the conflict behind. The struggle is gone. Now it's ease. So let your mind learn again. Create another doorway in front of you. Perhaps this one has a doorknob or a handle. As you open this one, let your mind connect with this state of ease. Ready? Go through it now. Open the door and step through. The feeling of the doorknob or the handle, the feeling of pushing the door open. You feel that sense of power, that ease. Oh, you are in control. Good. Now find another doorway, a different type. Perhaps the door to a vehicle or a bus, car, or truck. When you open that door, your mind connects with that sense of power. When you go through it, ease, such ease. Good. Now every time you go through a doorway of any sort, you may notice it consciously. The feeling may come over you of having a sense of control and ease. No longer giving thought to any addictive behavior or substance, but instead to feel the power of choice, the strength that you have in your thoughts, loving the freedom that you feel to think the thoughts you want, to create hope and direction and design in your life. And what if you don't even notice it consciously, but your unconscious mind, that place that is below your conscious awareness, actually initiates these feelings automatically for you every time you go through a doorway? Just wonder right now what that might feel like. Notice what kind of person you would be now in this future moment. And you may already have discovered that this feels so right for you. You may already know that you love this sense of freedom. And if indeed you discover that going through the doorway every time reinforces your strength, then you might be curious right now just how strong and powerful you could feel. There are many doorways in life. You choose to go through them and enter a different space. Every time you go through the door, you are in a new space, a new moment, a new environment. Your body, your thoughts, everything around you senses the freedom, the ease, the power. You love this feeling. So good to feel this strong. So now the part of your mind that hears my voice knows that this would be good and beneficial for you to have this sense of ease and this sense of power. Anytime you go through a doorway, your mind below your conscious awareness is going to initiate this state of ease. Anything that you used to feel had power over you no longer does. Anything you used to feel that you thought you were addicted to, you realize that you no longer are. When you go through a doorway, you have a choice. You have a choice to be free. You have a choice to think your thoughts. You are filled 100% with a sense of power. It's easy for you, isn't it? Now begin to bring your awareness back to the room, back to my voice. And bring the energy back into your body as I count from 1 to 5. Just feel that energy coming back. You can listen to the music and let your mind and your body, your brain and your breathing all come back to a wonderful state of energy. If it's time for you to go to sleep right now, you can simply reach over and turn this off and go to sleep. And perhaps you'll dream of all of this freedom, this renewed sense of well-being. And I can only imagine how good you'll feel when you wake up in the morning. If it's time to begin your day now, I'll count from 1 to 5, and you'll notice that the energy returns. When I get to the number 5, you'll feel very wide awake, very clear-headed, and very refreshed. 1. Bring the energy into your legs and arms. 2. Bring that energy all the way up into your body. And 3. Take a nice deep breath. Good. And 4. Your eyes will feel cool and refreshed. And 5. Wide awake, clear-headed, and refreshed. Very good. So now you know that you get to feel the way that you want to feel, and you know that it will be easy for you.